Okay, we're back, short session, less than 10 minutes. Here he is, he's tired. And we're gonna end the session. So I'm gonna touch him, I'm not gonna go after the bird, right? Not when he's got it in his mouth. I'm gonna move him away from it and then grab it. So we're gonna end session. Oops, where am I going? A treat. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Emma. Okay, so let's talk about the wind. Very important. Catch my breath. So, your dog, as long as you're out here doing this, your dog is going to learn on its own. It's nothing that you actually have to teach specifically the wind. But it's important that you're conscious of it while you're training, right? Low wind days, no wind days, or real windy days are days that you want to try to avoid in the beginning. It's because they're going to be hunting with their eyes. When wind swirling, it's just confusing on their nose. Right now, what we're doing right now is to teach them to use their nose. So they're going to go from being eye dominant to nose dominant. And later on, we'll go back to them searching with their eyes. For now, though, I'd say the wind's blowing, gusting 5 to 10 miles an hour right now, and that's about as much as I want to go. Like, it switched directions on us when we were out there. And that's not ideal. Like, in the last retrieve was perfect. The wind blew the same direction the whole time. And so when he circled back around, he cut right into it. That was a perfect example of him learning how to keep his nose up when he's completely lost, right? He had no idea where it was. So he needs to be circling with his nose up and cutting into the wind and keep cutting into the wind and cutting into the wind. And as soon as he cuts and hits it, bang, he went straight for that thing. So I'm glad I got that on camera, because that was the first time really that he's just nailed it like that. So yeah, the wind's important. You advanced hunters, you know, guys that are bringing home the meat, you already know that. But, you know, I see hunters all the time that still don't use the wind at all. Their dogs are using it, but they're not. So it's important. Pay attention all the time which way the wind's blowing, especially when you're training your dog, because that's what he's doing this whole time, is learning how to use the wind. He'll get better, or she will get better and better and better at. As soon as he or she has no direction where the bird is at all, and you're just giving that command to find, nose in the air and start cutting into the wind in a circle. Cutting in a circle until they find it. And then bigger circles, right? Or direction. So if you didn't know what I was doing, is if he was completely lost, I was just starting to slowly move the direction where it was. Very slowly, but no hand commands. I wasn't indicating it was there. I was just moving in that direction. And that's to, in general, just start getting them, especially labs, they like to be out front anyways. Just letting them know, I'm heading this way. You can if you want. And then they'll learn over time, it's just best to stay in front of me. Okay?